better size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, but my juice up. I will not live in apology. Obviously, lose my Patron and you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 10.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the counter, it's Walker.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf.
A 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarvio overshowed in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe it.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Walker once more. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 4th and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember.
And now off to the races down the right side.
He's got a full head of steam. The race is on.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Seahawks 14, Jaguars 7.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Pass midfield. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to run now. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
147 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
With the score tied 14-14.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. Career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. There he goes, right side. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To the right side, this is Walker. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
On
and
play
6.
action, they'll throw. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Seahawks at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. That is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Down 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32.
DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Green brings it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. And Walker once more.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Give to Walker on the read option.
And he will score. Touchdown. his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it. And now look at him go. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Now Lawrence. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now it's second and 10. Lawrence.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Lawrence.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Jags have got it back to within a score.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And now they're in the hurry up.
4 yards on the
2nd and 6.
An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars 28.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Running right, here's Walker. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On play action, Lawrence. Got a man and he hits him in stride. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds. The
rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Under pressure, they got him again. Derek Hall, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they got to start putting him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and 14. And this one's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 25 yards, the pickup there. It all
also a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Walker.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
113 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going